Hello. Um, so this is my first video talking about van life and why I personally chose this lifestyle. I've been doing it for about 6 months full time and finally feel like settled and ready to share it with everyone else, because I think there's a lot of interest in it, but it isn't quite normalized for mass adoption yet. But for everyone that's interested, I really want to provide as much information as possible and be a resource to help anyone who's interested in making the transition. So why I started van life? I feel it's important to provide some history. So I always wanted to live in a tiny house, and I love the idea of living off grid and just free of like stress and the daily grind and the commute, and just having free time and an unstructured life, I guess. But my partner at the time was really tall and hated that idea, so it was never gonna happen. Fast forward a few years, I was working in San Francisco for, kind of commercial real estate industry, and I was laid off because of COVID, along with millions of other people. And it was kind of the best thing that could have ever happened to me, even though it was my biggest fear, because it finally freed me from having this false sense of security in a corporate job. And after I was laid off, I started doing a lot more freelance web design and graphic design and digital marketing, and really created a much wider portfolio and more diverse. And I realized that I didn't have to be in the city to thrive, and that I could really be anywhere and it didn't matter, and I could finally have my tiny house dream. But as I looked for land, it was impossible. And in California, there's a lot of fires, and it just seemed like it wasn't gonna happen. But I went to Harbin Hot Springs, which is an amazing, magical place. I highly recommend it, and met some other van dwellers there, and I saw how much sense it made, given the circumstances and, my new lifestyle of not being tethered to a physical location. So what I really had to get over was the stigma of like, oh, she lives in her van, like that's so weird, or like, what are you doing, like cooking meth, like just all these weird stereotypes around that. So yeah, van life has really helped me like not give a fuck and just get over my own ego and realize that everyone else is just swimming in their own thoughts and insecurities, and they really don't even notice you, which is kind of nice. So I also realized that I wanted to move to San Diego because I'm from Florida, and it was just like amazing surf and weather, but like still cool California vibes, if not better than the Bay Area. It's just super chill and gorgeous. So my best friend in California, who I met in San Jose, she's amazing, is also an interior designer. We worked together for a little while and just like really hit it off and became besties. She actually soundboarded my idea and loved it, and she's like, I'll help you. So she helped me build this amazing van. I have a van tour video coming. So yeah, it just, everything flowed, and like I didn't really like, everything like seamlessly just happened. Like someone helped me build the van, like I got the van. It just, I was meeting other people. It just, it was right. Okay. She also like rented me a room, so like everything, all the logistics worked out. So we finished the van in like 5.5 weeks. Amazing. And I vibe out to San Diego for a couple months, and then my dad has horrible like health issues, so I drove across the country to Florida and stayed for 4 months, and just kept freelancing, surfed a little bit. Yeah, it's Florida. Met some really cool people. And just chilled. It was so nice to just be able to like self-sustain somewhat and relax and let go and kind of re-experience my home place like in a more positive way, personally, because I was in a better mental state. So, and I also learned how to like really master my time and manage it and track it and just like be in sync with projected hours for stuff like that. That was cool. Okay, so I'm in Florida, and then on LinkedIn, a headhunter finds me for this amazing dream job that I won't share, but yeah, it's amazing. And I got the job virtually. I drive back to San Diego, and I've been working full time and van lifing full time, which I think is super unique. Like a lot of van people are like in Alaska. It's like, okay, how do you do that? You're a content creator and photographer. Cool. So yeah, I think for people that have full-time jobs and they're interested, like it's definitely doable. There are sacrifices, but there's so many cool and benefits. Yeah, so I've been weekend traveling, like I get PTO. So yeah, it's been really awesome so far. Why? Okay, we talked about the history, like now why am I doing it? Well, in light of COVID, I just had a lot of realizations that were affirmed, like how capitalism is just designed to be a machine that consumes all of your time, energy, and resources if you let it, and it just like sucks the life out of you. Like when I was working before COVID, I was just working all the time, and just deadlines ruled my life, and I had no personal life, and boundaries were so blurred between like my personal life and the workplace. So that's like a whole nother story, but yeah, it's just ugh. So now, I'm working full-time again in corporate America, but I really have stronger personal boundaries. Nobody I work with needs to know about this, and I don't need to know about their personal life. It's nice to chat and like bond, but there's boundaries that should be maintained. So that's a separate video. But okay, van life also lets me live anywhere, anytime. Like back to the reasons why I'm doing this. I don't have any bills. I don't pay rent. I don't have to pay property taxes. Like I'm actually at a point where I'm transitioning from being a landlord. I'm selling a property back in Florida, and it's rented, and it's just like, I was a landlord remotely for 3 years, and it was such a nightmare. It was so difficult and like not very profitable. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, so also, why am I doing this? It really spurs me to live outside of my comfort zone every day. Like every day I'm going somewhere new or encountering something new. Like last night, I go to my, spot that I park at almost every day of the week, and there's a music festival going on there. It was just so amazing. It was awesome. So yeah, just like stuff like that you probably wouldn't encounter if you're at home Netflixing and chilling after a long day. Like I'm able to like get down to the beach and get a sunset surfing, which probably wouldn't have to, it just probably wouldn't be as doable. I have my surfboard all the time, and I can really just, I always have everything with me that I need. So if I want to go, I'm gone. It's sustainable. This is like very water efficient and all those things. Yeah, there's the gas, but once Elon Musk makes an electric van, this is for sale. And it really promotes a minimalistic lifestyle. So instead of shopping, like I do love to shop, but it's just like, I don't know, I think that because you have such a small space, stuff just loses it just becomes a nuisance. And so instead of like shopping and spending my time growing personally, or hiking or exercising, or I don't even know, like doing something new, instead of like, oh, let's get new curtains, I don't know. Yeah, so if you have any questions and you're interested about doing van life, let me know. And I also have some really amazing resources. I think I should make a separate video for that, because when I did the build, I documented everything, and like my amazing friend Adriana, I should tag her, she also documented everything in a hilarious highlight story. Hilarious. Yeah, okay.